Hello everybody, and welcome here to Let's Talk in English on PTS and on the radio. My name is Gabe.
And my name is Andrea. Well, friends, the calendar says that it is February 5th, and we have some great keywords for you to learn.
That's right. Hey, you mentioned one of them. Let's look at our first one, calendar. Calendar. Please look at the calendar for today's date.
Similar. Similar. L and D are similar. They like many of the same things.
Difference. Difference. I can't tell the difference. Are these two dresses the same?
Meet. Meat. Christine doesn't eat chicken. She doesn't like meat. But you like to say these key words again, don't you? Yes, let's do it. Our first keyword is calendar. Calendar.
Similar. Similar.
Difference. Difference.
Meat. Meat. Okay, everybody, it's time to find out what today's mission is, and who do we go to for that?
Well, we go to see Eddie.
Eddie?
Yes.
Well, Eddie, what's today's mission?
Well, let me take a look at my calendar. See, today, February 5th. Okay. Today's mission. What does Max love reading about?
What does Max love reading about?
What does Max love reading about? Max is a swell guy. All right, everybody, let's see if we can find the answer to this mission in today's lesson. Let's go there now.
I have a lot of work to do.
What are you working on?
I'm writing a column about Lunar New Year. The date of Lunar New Year changes every year. Did you know that?
Yes, it follows the lunar calendar.
That's right.
Lunar New Year isn't just a Chinese holiday. Did you know that? Many other Asian countries also celebrate New Year's on the same day. Well, we find out in this conversation that Sarah has a lot of work to do. What is she working on?
She is writing a column about Lunar New Year, so that's what she is working on.
And we find out that Lunar New Year follows the lunar calendar. Now, let's look at this key word, the word calendar. Say it with me again. Calendar. A calendar is something that tells you what day it is. It also tells you what month and year it is as well.
There are different kinds of calendars. You might have a calendar for a week. This will have the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then you can write down different things that you're doing every day on your calendar.
And if I have a calendar here that says today is February 5th, then I can find that today is a Tuesday. My calendar says it is Tuesday.
You might also have a calendar that has beautiful pictures. I have a calendar that goes by month. So January has a picture and then the days. And then February has a new picture and the days underneath.
And of course, you write important dates on your calendar. Now, a date is another way of saying a day. So if you look on a calendar, each day is called a date.
That's right.
Yes. Max, how do you know all this?
When I cook foods from different countries, I like to learn about the culture too. I love reading about other cultures and foods.
Cool. Chinese call their New Year 春节, and Koreans call theirs Suliang.
And Vietnamese call it Tet. but I don't know much about their traditions. Do you?
I know some traditions.
Do all 3 holidays have the same traditions?
Well, this is great. We are learning a lot about Lunar New Year from Max and Sarah. But why does Max know so much about Lunar New Year?
Because he likes to cook a lot, and he also likes to learn about different cultures and their foods.
And we also find out what Max loves reading about. That's the answer to today's mission. The question is, what does Max love reading about?
What does Max love reading about? He loves reading about other cultures and foods.
That is cool. Sarah also says cool. Now, friends, we often hear this word cool, C-O-O-L, in English. Many times we say, that's cool, when we hear something that we are interested in.
Hey, you're having a party? Cool! Can I go?
Hey, I saw a really cool movie, Gabe. You should go see it.
Well, I would love to see a cool movie, and I love reading cool books. I also love spending time with cool people.
And it is cool to learn about New Year's and traditions. Well, you know, Gabe, I know someone who is very cool.
Who? Who is cool?
Well, okay, you are cool.
Thank you.
They have similar traditions. In all 3 countries, people eat a big meal with their families.
Cool tradition. So what are some of the differences?
The food is different. Koreans enjoy rice cake soup. Vietnamese eat sticky rice with meat. It's wrapped in leaves.
I want to try to make that.
Let's stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry.
I'll cook some New Year's food for us. Okay, so Andrea, what is Max going to do at the end of this conversation?
Well, Max says that he's going to cook some New Year's food for him and Sarah.
New Year's food. That sounds really good. And you know what else sounds good right now? Is learning this key word, similar. Say it with me. Similar. If something is similar to something else, that means it is the same in some ways. It is similar.
If you are looking at 2 things but want to see how they are the same, you look for what is similar.
Hey, Andrea, you know, we're very different, but let's talk about our hair. How is our hair similar?
Well, our hair is a similar color. That's one way our hair is similar.
Okay, good. Our hair is a similar color. Well, let's look at this next key word, difference. Difference. A difference is the way that something is different or not the same from something else. Difference.
So a difference is the opposite of what is similar.
Okay, and Andrea, speaking of our hair, what are some differences between our hair?
Well, I think there are many differences, Gabe. One difference is that my hair is long and your hair is short.
And another difference is that my hair is straight and your hair is
Curly.
curly. That's right. So there are many differences between us and our hair. Okay, so let's look at this next keyword, meat. Meat. Meat is something that comes from animals. You eat meat at a meal, and that comes from animals.
Earlier this week, we talked about different kinds of meat. We talked about chicken and fish. Those are both meat.
That's right. And we also see this word leaves in this conversation. A leaf is not meat, it is a vegetable.
Conversation replay.
I have have a lot of work to do.
What are you working on?
I'm writing a column about Lunar New Year. The date of Lunar New Year changes every year. Did you know that?
Yes, it follows the lunar calendar.
That's right.
Lunar New Year isn't just a Chinese holiday. Did you know that? Many other Asian countries also celebrate New Year's on the same day.
Yes. Max, how do you know all this?
When I cook foods from different countries, I like to learn about the culture too. I love reading about other cultures and foods.
Cool. Chinese call their New Year 春节, and Koreans call theirs Suliang.
And Vietnamese call it Tet. But I don't know much about their traditions. Do you?
I know some traditions.
Do all three holidays have the same traditions?
They have similar traditions. In all three countries, people eat a big meal with their families.
Cool tradition. So what are some of the differences?
The food is different. Koreans enjoy rice cake soup. Vietnamese eat sticky rice with meat. It's wrapped in leaves.
I want to try to make that.
Let's stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry.
I'll cook some New Year's food for us.
Calendar phrase.
You know, Andrea, my family likes to play games when we get together on holidays. Do you know why?
No, Gabe, why?
It's tradition.
Hey, it's tradition.
That's right, and that's our calendar phrase for today. It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Now, if you do something on a holiday, every time that holiday comes around, that is a tradition. And you can tell people it's tradition.
Well, we also have a tradition after our calendar phrase teaching.
We do? What is that?
It's tradition to watch our calendar phrase skit.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea.
It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Dan. Happy birthday!
Thanks.
What do you do on your birthday?
Well, I go bowling. It's tradition.
Oh, fun! What else do you do?
I have a party. It's tradition.
Fun!
Yes, and I eat cake. It's tradition.
Yummy. I love cake.
Great. Do you want to eat cake with us?
Sure. What time?
5 o'clock.
Okay. See you then.
Bye. It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Hey everybody, it's time for the question of the day, the QOD. Right, let's go and see what that is. Eddie?
The question of the day. Here it is. Do you like to know about other cultures? Why or why not?
Do you like to know about other cultures? Why or why not?
Yes, I like to know about other cultures. You know, there's always something interesting to learn.
That's right, there is always something interesting to learn, not only about other cultures, but also about different people in these different cultures and different countries. That's right. Well, everyone, we want to thank you for joining us here on Let's Talk in English.
We're on PTS and the radio.
And remember, learning English can be fun. That's right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.